Hello and welcome to my first playthrough. I hope everyone enjoys this, because I'll be playing the Banner Saga, a game I've been wanting to play for a little bit since it came out, and now I'm getting the chance. This will probably have changes throughout recent coming videos of pretty much everything, volume, everything. Because, just in the testing phases of stuff. Well, let's jump right in. Ooh, changing stories. Gotta love those. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. That's probably a bad thing to stop.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanfor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital.
Love the art style here.
Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Looks like a cartoon of some sort.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höllina miklu! Skýst ég leyfa oss að syngja!
Do we get to play now? I'm assuming because we're loading something. Ah, yes. And this is why I wanted to play it. Square-based strategy. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. The reason I've been wanting to play this is I've gotten to Fire Emblem a lot recently, which is not the same, but, you know, square strategy. Movement happens before action. The ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while the humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your shield bangers here to get him into attack range. Alright, like so. To target an enemy, click on the tile in which they stand. Ally tiles are blue, the enemies are red, obviously. Target this enemy now by clicking this tile. You can choose either attack, the enemy's strength, or break his armor. Numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. The loss of 2 strength means you'll do 2 less damage. Yeah. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to taking more damage in the future. Ooh. Gotta decide what you want to do. The enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. And your armor is useless. And then confirm. Alright. He's down. Each time you kill, your renown grows, which is used to later improve your characters. So, experience, pretty much. To take an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemies. Turns always alternate, even if you're outnumbered. That's good. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against Shieldbanger's armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies. But all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking the gold tiles, a character can move further than usual, at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Alright. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click the Warhawk tile to access this ability. What ability is this? Attack, Tempest? Is that the one? Description of the ability will appear at the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy, then confirm your choice. Wonderful. And an achievement. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there will be no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Wonderful. Character does not move on his turn. He can rest to regain 1 willpower. Okay. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your Shieldbanger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. So willpower is everything. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Alright. Click the fist and then the stars above to the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then the green check mark will kill this enemy. And dead. That was easy. +1 renown. The foes lying dead at your feet would regret. Oh, I didn't get to read it.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. And menus. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to chase you. Thanks. Erix, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? I'll play him as a gentle giant. He's a pen, he's intelligent. So he's gentle. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Let's go with this one. Scalfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Well then, now that we're in the menu, let's get to talking a bit. So I plan to do a full playthrough of this game. The length of each video will probably vary because of the type of game this is. I was aiming for about 20 minutes per video, but don't want to stop in the middle of battle, so if battles take longer than that, which they probably will later in the game, then we'll have longer videos. Other than that, let's move on to the market. Is that where we were supposed to go? Yes, it was. Let me handle this. You meander through the rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. I'll say nothing. Turns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods. Eric, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? His voice is changing, I feel. Where are the Scalfings? Noblemen up by the east wall. That was a month ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gandalf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog would trust Tad, but he used to be a Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Let's try and give him a voice this time. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell. The name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scals in the ground. I'm going to find it. I'll meet you there. What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual teeth. That's probably how it's pronounced. I'll remind him. To the meat house, because it doesn't look like we actually have any other options. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out. Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Well then. Oh, so I still have the other two guys, but he's changed clothes now. Right. Wonder if you can change their clothes manually. That would be cool. Oh, and that's the guy we were? Awesome. So, get to move my guys. Do I? Oh, I have to click ready. Okay then. Let's play it safe for a bit now and not go all out. Although I do love the detail in the surrounding area. I mean, look at all the people they put in here. Doesn't look like any of them are animated, but still. The fire's animated. Stew over here is animated. And all the enemies are animated too. So, lovely artwork. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let's just attack. Because that's half his health, so he'll be dead next turn. And there we go. And he attack. And this guy's dead. I can tell you right now, I'm probably going to use him quite a bit. Don't need to use any willpower because he's dead. What's this, rally? I won't try using it now. Which willpower do I got? 3? Let's go for it. I should probably be paying attention to who goes next on the enemy. That might help. Oh, crap. Luckily that was all armor. He doesn't have Tempest ability, sadly. And dead. We love these big guys. Oh, I can't get him around. That would be awesome if I could just get there. Because then I could have attacked like 3 people probably. And that would have been excellent. What was that? Promoted? What was that? Yeah, he was promoted. Awesome. Actually, you know what? No. Let's go for this guy. Attack his armor. And let's go here. And we'll attack this guy again. That's something I don't like. 'Cause I can't see. It's very difficult to see who I'm attacking when everyone's grouped up like this. Maybe there's something in the options for an eagle's eye point of view. So I like that better. You know what? No, why am I doing that? he's dead. You know what? He's probably a trap character. Like, I know in Fire Emblem they include him where they give you a super powerful character at the beginning of the game, but you're not supposed to use him, because if you do, then you're gonna be screwed later in the game. Like, he'll be super powered in order to be promoted, but he levels a lot slower and his stats just aren't as good endgame. I learned to avoid those characters. Oh, and he's dead. So maybe I won't use this guy as much as I think. Oh, God. But this should be, what was it, frenzy mode or something? Pillage mode. Oh, there we go. Oh, did he seriously just die? Well, luckily I hear in this game that death is not permanent. From what I've heard, that may be completely false. In which case, this video will probably never be seen. But that brings up a topic. Deaths in this game. In Fire Emblem, I never continue. Like, I stop the level and start over if someone died. We'll see if that happens. If someone happens to die, I'll probably not show you that video. That's how it'll go. And you'll just never know. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with a sail of blood reds and blues. One banner I know well, Valgnir. Next for Varl kinship last we spoke. The other flag? Looks important. Yeah, very important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, makes a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrive. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Oh, that was the wrong voice. Can I ask one more favor? If you happen to stall our guests down at the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. Give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. And to the menu. I guess this will be it for this video. See you next time.